3 more to go. So we're actually going to have to work on this for a little while, keep a couple max over here, and shooting, which I guess you could say is not really what I had in mind. The Evan Jaguar, I want you to start moving over with your guns pointed toward that Evan Lance. Just going to circle with you, hopefully get in some rear shots, or at least split them in a couple directions when they do land. So just bear with me here just a minute. The Death Strike, for right now, moving like that is probably fine. Hug in the woods like you always should do if you have a chance. And conserving our ammunition, while still, you know, putting those large lasers on target for the next building that needs to be taken down a peg. So, Announcer in the Atlas will move up, just try and face check that new hostile drop. Oh, here they are. Okay, so I guess they come in a little early if we wiped everything off the field. That is nice. We should be pushing that. Outworld Library. Yeah, no shit, it's reinforcements. So, hopefully they keep relatively close by and we can sort of punish them artillery for it. Off of that long tom. Is that a catapult moving at 7? It is. And a Jaeger mech moving at 7. Now that they've moved, we can hit them with artillery on initiative 5, but I want to see if they can group even closer. Trebuchets actually, they seem rather goal-oriented, which is admirable from the AI here, but perhaps mistaken. So double Jaeger mech. Very nice. Both the same model. This guy's a little injured, it looks like. 2 of his guns are offline. Okay, well that just gives us target priority. So actually we're gonna stand. We're not even gonna move. We're not even gonna torso twist, 'cause I want maximum accuracy on this shot. Give me ignoring damage resistance because of our FCS Advanced TC. Give me a shot. You know what? Land it right on his torso if you can. Ooh, yeah, very nice damage. I think we actually hit him, which is always good. I mean, you have the AoE damage, but landing that direct shot does a ton, in addition to landing the scattered damage on everyone else. So yeah, I mean, what is that? 42 on the CT of the catapult, just as incidental. They're not going to be having a good time. What we can do is we can run around with the Evan Jaguar just like we were hoping. We'll take the farther shot. So, not the Jaeger mech, just, well, I don't think we're going to be able to reach him with anything else this turn. No, too far away. Might could do with the Osprey, a little hard to tell. So, who gives us better accuracy? Who has better guns? Alright, well this is the damaged one, so we're going to take the shot in at the catapult. Damage landing by that. Oh, that's easily dead. That's the one that's not as damaged by us, but came in with, you know, 2 of its 4 autocannons offline. So, really not that much of a threat, not as much as it could be. Actually could take a shot here on the Jaeger mech 60. Well, either one of them that we want. Let's check out the armor on the guy with all of his guns working. Yeah, so we've damaged enough that I'm okay taking a back shot on him because that torso, left torso with only 44 internal structure, if we hit him in the left torso from the back, we'll only have that 44 internal structure left, so that actually does go right through. And let's see what we can do. Oof. We landed a Gauss rifle in it. Oh, that's a dead mech. We just we have so much mobile firepower on this lance. It's makes me so happy. We're actually we have so much here that I'm gonna move well, defensive formation, because why not? We have 2 of them. Can I not sprint? Okay, there we go. We're gonna move the Red Reaper up to continue firing with all of those lasers on the objective buildings. So at this point, really, why not? I mean, we don't. I'd say we don't super need the additional firepower to handle 4 reinforcements at a time. I think we'll be fine with that. So we might do the same with the Super Griffin, but I do want the Timberwolf back in combat order. So that's trash accuracy, but that's the best we can do. So let's bring that shot online, turn back on the ATMs, check out the standard accuracy. Yeah, this is going to be our last standard shot. Let's try and bring his leg down. both the medium lasers missing on 70-some% chances, because, you know, only the best marksmanship around here, clearly. And let's go ahead and jump down, just to get sort of out of the line of potential fire while we do have our back in that weird sort of potentially targetable facing. Pretty crap accuracy, but we do land all four, so I mean, finally something going our way, but it's on a building that can't fight back, so not exactly impressed. Let's get right up close and personal. And one more precision strike should be able to take us through this Jaeger. I've actually shot him in the face. Oh, maybe. Well, that could have... It's hard to say. We could definitely pick up another Jaeger mech here if we wanted, but I'm not entirely sure that we do. And you're going to stand still and just open up, try and knock this guy out. I'm missing the creep of the gas again. A little unfortunate with those LRM-20s coming in clutch as always. Ah, more reinforcements. Good. So we'll have to move these guys back around and fight them, but we have one person only moving on 6. That's the Osprey. Let's see if you can repeat your performance. Really subpar accuracy without the precision strike, but we do have the precision strike. Let's see what we can do. Oof. So, okay. Didn't kill him, but we did get the important thing done, which is we slowed him down to moving on 4 instead of 5. Which means this shot is ours instead of his. Goodbye. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. I think that was wave 1, wasn't it? Was that not wave 1? I thought that was wave 1. Yeah, oh well. Move up again with the Red Reaper and keep shooting in these buildings. See what we can do. This guy's more than half gone. Yeah, it's a good smattering of shots right there. Not bad, not bad. I am a little worried about that second reinforcement position. Again, just let's not expose around that. A couple of stray shots could make this go from worth it to not in, you know, blink of an eye. I don't think I want to be opening up with Skyros. In fact, I want you back behind cover. I know it's a Highlander 2C body, I know it has lots of armor, and I really shouldn't be that worried, but I don't like the idea of mechs that are supposed to stand still, actually standing still. Well, actually standing still while in the line of fire, I guess, is the full caveat there. So we'll wait through, and now we have the Death Strike, which is going to go up and face check that reinforcing lance. And we have Announcer in the Atlas, and we didn't move him last time, which is a little... We're in a bit of an awkward spot here. We can try coming around this way or around the side. I think we'll go around the side to cut them off in case they beeline toward our defense position here, although we have all those turrets there to help out as well. So more outward, outworld alliance troops on the move, and I don't know, did that not count? Maybe it didn't count. Double Thumper on the Helipolis, and that needs to die quickly. Double Helipolis, Arrow 4 on this one. We do have our own Arrow 4s. I'm not the biggest fan of the system, but I'll be the first one to admit I haven't necessarily given it the benefit of the doubt, and they are definitely rushing to our home zone here, so we will have to be quick on the intercept. We could try targeting with artillery, but it's pretty far away. This quick draw is actually moving very fast. I guess that's kind of what you would expect, really, quick draw, but I don't know. In my experience, they tend to be kind of crappy mechs, at least in the base game, which is a hard prejudice to shake, even if sometimes you should. So let's reserve down to 3. Okay, that's a sensor lock. Helipolis with the Arrow 4 moving, but not firing. Let's see what the Helipolis with the Double Thumper does. Again, move but no fire. Pretty fortunate for us. I'm not really sure if... Oh, first turn drop, maybe their sensors aren't up. That would at least explain it. And the Highlander 2C is definitely going to have a fun day here. I'm curious who we should go for, the quick draws or the Helipolis, and I think the Arrow 4 is probably our biggest threat on the field. So let's try Let's try a shape charge, and I want a precise strike. I want that shape charge to hit him right in the dome piece, because why not? Oh, looks like we got left torso and somewhere else with the FTLs, so I should have not gotten that greedy. Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, yeah, we landed it in CT. We could have done so much more damage with that shot than we did. My fault. My fault. So actually, we're gonna move one tile only with the Atlas. This might surprise you a little bit, but I think we can chase decently well, and I want that Helipolis and its damaged left torso off of the battlefield, which we have accomplished. Very nice. That's one down, and that was only 2 of our own. Actually, picking up 4 salvageable parts from the Helipolis, we might see about fielding that double thumper build. I'll need to take a look, see if I can do anything with it, particularly creative, or yeah, even if I can't, we'll see if it's worth it for our lance. And this is going to be our first shot coming in from the Death Strike. We're going to do a precision, and this quick draw should down 5. Yep. Didn't even need all of our guns, but we used them anyway, because, you know, that's yeah, Tony Stark said it best, I suppose, and I'll just leave that to him. Timberwolf moving up, and hopefully going to do the same thing to this other quick draw. Might not even be necessary. We might be better served by conserving a little bit of our ATM ammo. So we're going to open up actually with just half, so that's going to be 15 rounds on the ATM 6s, set to G. 12 damage per missile. That's pretty impressive, and that is enough to take down that quick draw. Core crits. It's only 1 salvageable part. We blew through the back of it entirely. Let's go ahead and finish off this medium military buildup. Bad. I don't know what that first reinforcement wave was, but oh, okay. I think it's. I thought there were 4 here earlier. There might have only been 3, but I don't know. Hopefully we'll get extra pay for it. And I can always train. See if it comes through. A little bit of damage to that 3rd military building, and the last one that we have up here is a small, so it does have far less structure. About 200 points less structure than the mediums that we've been picking on so far. So we'll move the Osprey around and see what sort of shot we can take. We did just use a precision strike, but we also did just get a kill. So I was hoping for one. Looks like no dice, but we still have 10 rounds, 10 left with the Gauss rifle. So let's go ahead and take that shot. Oh yeah, good damage. And one of the thumpers is down. So that's not bad at all. Let's see what we can do. McWraith and the Ebon Jaguar. We do actually manage a bit of a shot. I think we're outside of our SRM-6 range, so this should only be with the tag, and it is. You know, I might rebuild this Ebon Jaguar just because I want those SRM-6s other places. It pains me to do because I do love this mech so very much. But I have something cool that we might replace it with. And then basically refit the Timberwolf to be even deadlier. We'll be doing a mech highlight pretty soon to answer the questions that any of you who heard that might just have about our future plans. So go ahead and open up with the Osprey. Hopefully this will be enough to get the kill. We do win again this rifle shot again, but it's not quite. So a fair amount of internal structure on that Helipolis. And we unfortunately knock it down, which means we can't shoot through that back armor. We don't need to, because we incapacitated its pilot. So that was another bonus objective made. If we keep all our friendly structures up, we also get extra pay for that. And I do want us to, 1, spread out, and 2, keep a good amount of evasion, because I don't know where the reinforcements are going to come in. And we do want to be prepared. The couple exceptions to that are the Red Reaper, who's just going to keep shooting away. We have 600 left on that medium building before our shot, and it looks like we land pretty much everything on it, so only 448 left afterward. That is the type of damage that I'd like to see. Capable of doing another 120-ish, but only landing about 94. The Super Griffin, because we do miss that one shot. And the Highlander now only has shots in the building, so we're going to just calm down from that. If we fired in there, we'd either be doing Shape Charge, which I guess we could. We can try that next round if no one else comes in. Or we'd be doing HE, that would be damaging our own mechs more severely than I'm willing to tolerate. Timberwolf, just being on his own merry way, and we'll get the Atlas over into clear ground, just to make him able to respond a bit quicker to threats, should any come ambling by. Surprised we didn't see any ping for reinforcements. Maybe at the end of this round. One can hope, anyway. Red Reaper, just go ahead and take this thing down even more. Very nice. We will be waiting to put the finishing touches on that small building until we've killed all the mechs that we intend to, just in case, because I don't want an early evac here. We do want all the money and the potential for more interesting salvage that we would be able to get. So, just because I said I would, yeah, let's see if we can just go ahead and kill that medium military building here. Kaboom! Yeah. Actually, that would have been a good shot to do on the small. Take down a lot of it pretty quick. So we do have to move the Death Strike. I'm going to pop Vigilance on here. Bit of a waste. If we had walked instead of sprinted, probably would have been enough to get rid of it, but we'll get that back pretty quickly. And we're just doing a little bit of a patrol here in the center, making sure that we have our guns pointed this way and that, making sure all of our backs aren't open to the same direction. Although I guess that would give them a diversity of targets. It's not something you really want to give your enemies very often. Pretty low evasion here in the Timberwolf, which is playing a little bit deadly, but I did want that stabilization that we got from it. And we'll come up a little bit through the center with the Atlas, nothing too crazy, just on the walk. Okay, so it looks like they're back over on that other side here, but they haven't dropped in yet. So we do have one more round of waiting, and we're gonna do something a little funny. You know what? We know where you're gonna be. We know what direction you're probably going to be facing. Let's go ahead and get everyone in position. I shouldn't have moved him quite yet, though. Reason being that I want Bomb Squad to go. I want to pop the defensive formation. And then I want you to shoot. We won't be able to kill the small military building with that off stripe, particularly if we miss that many lasers off the bat, so that's relatively safe. And then I want Slapdash, and I want you to pop your defensive formation. Then we're going to run with you as well. That should have ended up with more than 39%. The 20s should multiply, but I guess maybe they don't stack. I kind of wish I'd figured that out sooner, but hey, better late than never. And we're moving over to collapse on that reinforcement position with levels of evasion approaching having just dropped in ourselves. At least with everything except for the Death Strike, which we will try to hide a little bit out of view with this rock right here. At least give obscured view instead of a clear shot. Announcer, you know what? You can move up and through, get a decent shot position on them from here. Also close off that pass pretty well. And the Highlander will, the Highlander, I still don't want you in really direct fire, easy sorts of places to be in, so we'll just move you back and around. And let's see, we'll move your rear angle again, and just shoot in. We'll get through most of the structure on that military building before we really slow down. There are only 2 more lances coming in, and we need to do one of these on 5 spells because these mech tonnages are really just not doing it for me in terms of giving us a challenge. We do have our first assault. Looks like that is a Stalker. I think it's at 4P, which might be a primitive build. Yeah, it's not the pirate build, at least not the one that I remember. And we do have one already moving, that Shadowhawk. Let's see, this should be the Stalker. Yeah, he moves pretty quick. I'll give it that. And the Highlander is just gonna come up here, and we'll turn back on HE. And why don't you give me precision strike on that Whitworth? See what we can do. Follow up with the FTL, so we can maybe even get the kill on that light mech right out of the way. No, and we did actually hurt our own mechs a little bit. Granted, the Whitworth is pretty unsteady there from it, but maybe not really worth it. Kind of hard to say. The Roughneck, I mean, they don't have sensors up. I don't think, anyway. The first round of combat, generally your sensors haven't acquired a lock yet, so you have all these, you have just horrible debuffs to your accuracy that you wouldn't otherwise have. The Ebon Jaguar is going to go all the way around and kill that Shadowhawk, please. We'll pop the Precision Strike just to make sure that those streaks land. Truly probably amounts of damage coming out from this guy, but not enough to take down the Shadowhawk. A little bit disappointed there, not gonna lie. I thought that was a surefire thing. No? No? Okay. Fair enough. He's moving pretty early in the next turn too. We might not be able to get him. Let's see what the Timberwolf can do. Timberwolf, I have no doubt, can take one of these off the field. Potentially even the Stalker. Let's give that a shot. Turn on all of our ATMs. Yep, that's dead mech. Taking their heaviest guns off the field pretty early, which is pretty good, especially because that thing was moving on 6, probably either a command mech or the pilot was spec'd out to go a little earlier, like Bomb Squad was. Earlier on in this campaign, I really found that to be a useful tool, but not as useful as being able to punch and not die, I will admit. Just taking a couple of shots here at the military building. Now we will have to stop shooting it quite as much because we are getting down to taking that building out completely. But we have the Osprey. Decently light fire coming in from this, and we have the mech that we've damaged the back of, and then we have the Whitworth where we've damaged the front. So we're actually going to do a precision strike on the back of the Shadowhawk. See if we can take this guy down. That's going to be its torso on anyway. And that Shadowhawk is dead. Very nice. Still no damage to our own structures, and I really can't see that coming anytime soon. Oof. We have a very nice sniper tower. Oh, I even got a knockdown. Yeah, okay. Alright. Not bad at all. So we have the Death Strike. I get the feeling that their next reinforcements are going to drop in sort of over on the side where their second group did. Second official group, anyway. Well, no, second group. First official group, maybe. So we'll just pound through the front of that Roughneck. Pretty good damage. Took down almost half of his armor from the front. Yeah. Which really is more than half the armor, because it's only counting the frontal armor, not the side armor as well. We do have to be a little bit careful here not to hit our own guys, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot that Roughneck. The Whitworth is pretty fragile and it's only moving on 5, which means we should be able to take it down next turn before it has a chance to go. Slowing them both down, slowing the Roughneck down to 3 is a virtual guarantee. Ooh, no, he's actually going pretty early on. Good for you, Whitworth. Standing up, turning around, doesn't even fire. Well, your pilot doesn't have the highest IQ, but no, that's alright. It won't matter for all that much. In fact, it probably never matter again. Gruesome as that is to say, that pilot, I don't know. We didn't core him out, we didn't kill his cockpit, so he might actually be fine there. Which, I mean, that's fair enough. I don't think we need all of our SRMs. Well, you know what? Ooh, we only have 28 ammunition left on the streaks. Yeah, let's turn those off. Let's try. Oof, he's still alive. Does Roughneck have rugged? Probably. Yeah, yep, Roughneck rugged. So any normal mech we would have taken him down. But not something with a rugged trait, which actually does make it quite handy. Running pretty light on the ATMs, but we do need a fair number of them to get the kill, so let's just do this. There it is. And we have one more official wave of reinforcements coming in, arriving in 2 turns, which means that they should have their touchdown location available to us. At the end of this turn, there's 215 structure left on the small military building, so we will take one last shot. Oh yeah, that's the last shot. This thing needs a love tap to fall apart, and at this point we'll just move into the trees and brace with the Red Reaper. I could bring him around, actually. Yeah, I probably should have run him around if he had a chance of hurting that other enemy lance that will come in. Oh, those are the Rack 5s. Yeah, that makes sense. I probably should have guessed that those would be the Rack 5s opening up that we saw. Let's strike moving around to get a good shot on their expected position. And, you know, Announcer can move up at, well, You know, we're gonna move back again. I know they didn't get there last time, but if they're quicker or they're heavier this time around, some of them might survive to get into position. And of course they do surprise me a little bit by going right for the center, so we're gonna have to take that position into account. Let's move up the Atlas right up to the center and just surround them from all sides. So we'll move the Death Strike up and over. Let's get me decent enough facing so that we won't get super shot here on the first turn of there, so we're not exposing an easy rear shot at least. I've seen harder rear shots, but yeah, that's okay. And we'll come over with the Red Reaper, maybe even get a punch in, depending on which direction they move. They've been pretty focused on the objectives so far, so I doubt anyone would turn around and run toward him. And Jaguar moving up behind, and you know, I gotta say, if I was in the dropship for these incoming reinforcements and I knew how many of our men had died already, and I knew you were dropping me into the center of the flipping battleground, so I couldn't even have time to, you know, maneuver and skirmish. I bring my long-range guns online, get a good sensor lock before I'm being shot at by, you know, who knows how many enemy mechs all at once. I would be unhappy with my employers, and I would probably consider surrendering rather quicker than they would like. All right, another outward leopard. Well, inbound outward Lions leopard. That is a very fast Phoenix Hawk. Yeah. Medium laser, one large, probably large engine on that thing. Oh, 270. I actually expected a little bit bigger from that movement range. And we do have a Thunderbolt as well as an Ostwar and another Shadowhawk. Do apologize, wrong button there. Let's go ahead and let him move, let him shake off those high evasion pips that make him, you know, damn near impossible to target. And let's see, come on. Well, yeah. Ooh, he did actually move a little back. Can I get a punch on you? No. That's okay. Let's actually let the turrets open up first. Yeah, got a nice sensor lock, double sensor lock on the Phoenix Hawk, triple. Oof. No evasion pips for you, my friend. And those Rack 5s opening up again, getting okay hits on the Shadowhawk, nothing crazy. But that was pretty brutal damage on, well, not damage, it's pretty brutal evasion stripping we had going on there. I would have been very happy if I had positioned that Phoenix Hawk up that far with that much evasion, and then just to see it all fall apart, it's kind of heartbreaking. So we're going to go in for a rear shot on him with the Red Reaper, really showing off the long-range capabilities of those ER mediums, though unable to quite get a kill because of scattering. Still good damage, nothing to complain about there. I think the Death Strike will take advantage of that one or two spaces where we do have a rear shot available to us on the Ostwar. Let's go ahead and open up. Should be an easy kill. I need to stop saying that. Yeah, I mean, pilot's bleeding out, but very high. Well, no, I didn't actually tell me the number. I didn't see, at least, the number of activations left. Ooh, second. Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, if I had known I had that shot, I maybe wouldn't have taken the one that I did with the Death Strike. But, I'll live and learn, I suppose. And the Highlander is actually going to put another shape charge and more FTLs into the Phoenix Hawk. Let's see if we can go for that torso. Oh. Oof. Oh, brutal. But, yeah, he's still alive. So, I guess I can't fault him there. This is Super Griffin, which is going to stick around to kill off the objective. Let's get a little closer so that we can shoot those HEs in with confidence and try and take the Thunderbolt down. Thunderbolt, I do believe, also has Rugged, which, let's take a look. No, interesting. Oh, my mistake. This should be more interesting. And it is. Yeah, I mean, of all the mechs that I have no trouble saying that about, it's the Timberwolf with all of those ATM 12 damage missiles. It's pretty insane. So we have Slapdash in the Osprey, and we have McWraith in the Evan Jaguar. So the Evan Jaguar, probably the better choice to take down our fully still alive here Shadowhawk. Well, fully still alive in the structure anyway. Shot goes in. That mech is dead. And now we have 2 left. So we have the Osprey and we have the Super Griffin. So if we have any luck here, we can take out the Phoenix Hawk with our Osprey, and then kill that last building and get out of here. There it is. Ooh, auto evac, not bad. So that was the entire attack and defend. If we can make that heavier lances, I think that would be a pretty good time, although we'd be running into a bit of a drag there in terms of episode time. But if you hung around this long, thank you so much for sticking through, and we'll see you again real soon.